What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life? I'll go first. Roses are red, violets are blue. Using shortcuts in Word should never be taboo. What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
Get a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. Close your eyes and imagine you are walking down a street. Imagine you look up and see the person of your dreams. In the left column, write down every single thing about that person. What they do for work, what their hobbies are, how they carry themselves, how they dress, what they look like. Be as detailed as you can. When you're done with that list, close your eyes again. Now imagine the person of your dreams walking down the street towards you, and they are holding hands with the person of their dreams. In the right column, write down everything about that person. What they do for work, what their hobbies are, their style, what they look like, how they carry themselves. For the next year, do everything in your power to embody the essence and characteristics of the traits that you listed in the right column. This is a manifestation hack that I use with the majority of my clients. Remember, we attract what we are, not what we want.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
Hey, do you have migraines or tension headaches? Because if you do, I'm going to show you a really simple exercise that might actually help. Quick credentials. I'm a registered massage therapist in Ontario that works in a busy physio clinic on a team of physiotherapists. We primarily work with post-operative ortho and motor vehicle accident patients, which means that I'm very well versed in neck pain, back pain, and joint replacement, as well as cartilage and ligament damage. We're on the floor now, but you can also do this laying on your couch or on your bed. Okay, so step 1, lay on your chosen surface. Step 2, give yourself a really cool double chin. While in flexion, you're going to pick your head just a little bit up off the surface, enough that you can slide your hand underneath and still feel the base of your skull and your hair. You're going to hold for about 6 to 8 seconds and then release. And then give yourself a little break, and then you're going to repeat it about 10 to 15 times. Strengthens the deep neck flexors that we need for postural support, relaxes the base of the skull.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
So it's a dumb little trick I learned from my mom, but I always kept doing it, so I thought I'd show you. You just need a cable or a string or a necklace or something similar that you could put into twists. So you're gonna twist that up and you're gonna do this, every time you need time to pass really quickly. So you twist it up and then you say something like, there's so much to do, time needs to flow. By a second this day shall go, or whatever the fuck, and then keep it twisted up somewhere and time shall pass pretty fucking quick, and then when you're done you just untie it for time to pass slow again. I always do this at work, works like a charm.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
Here's how to figure out percentages in your head quickly, even if you're bad at math. Okay, so this works for any round percentage, like 20%, 30%, 60%, 70%. This is really easy, but the first time I say it's gonna sound complex, so wait for examples. What you do is you take the first number of that percentage, and then you multiply it by the number you're trying to find the percentage of, and then you divide by 10, okay? Sounds hard, wait. So 30% of 50. 3 times 50 is 150. Divide by 10 is 15. That's your answer. And remember, dividing by 10 is just dropping a 0 or moving a decimal point over. And so it works for big numbers too, like 40% of 3,000. 4 times 3,000, 12,000. Drop a 0, 1,200. That's your answer, 1,200. You don't need that much math and you can do it in like 4 seconds. It's literally a magic trick.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
The word no is a one-word spell that puts a circle of protection around you, and there's nothing more you have to say than no.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
Forgive the fact that I look a mess, I just woke up, but if you're playing fetch with your dog or some kind of game with a tennis ball type toy, be it a chuck it or an actual tennis ball, make sure that the ball is either oversized or has a rope through it so you can pull it out if your dog chokes. That's how my last dog died, because I didn't even know that was a possibility, and so I'm trying to save people from the same fate. Also, please learn canine CPR if you have the opportunity.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
I'm going to teach you how to find a travel job in less than 30 seconds. Americans, read this post on my blog. These are all the working holiday visas you qualify for. People from the UK and Canada, I also got you. Just search for it using that search function. Simply use Google to do skilled visas for blah, blah, blah country, and you will see a list of all the jobs that that country needs that foreigners can fill. And last but not least, tons of online jobs and other work abroad jobs you can find right here on this huge list that I have for you, along with tons of resources on where to start. Mwah, love you.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
I have no fucking clue.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
Creating separate bank accounts for different types of financial goals and expenses will make managing your money drastically easier. For example, I have one checking account that all of my income comes into and I pay all of my bills out of. From there, I set up automatic transfers to 5 different accounts. Another checking account for all of my spending money, a high yield savings account for my emergency fund, a high yield savings account for my travel fund, my retirement account, and my general investing account. Using a system like this will help your money stay so much more organized and help reduce the mental math and guilt associated with spending each month. I'm a financial counselor. Follow for more money tips.
What is something you can teach in 30 seconds or less that can change someone's life?
To find out what your passion is, ask yourself these 3 questions and follow it up with the question why. So question number 1, what did you enjoy doing as a kid and why? Question number 2, what hobbies, skills and talents do you have that you enjoy and why? Last question, who do you aspire to have a contribution like? In other words, what do you want to do? What contribution do you want to make and why? When you can answer these 3 questions, it solves your inner child, it looks at your current skill sets, and it looks like your contribution outside of yourself, beyond your self-interest, what you want to make happen, because that creates fulfillment. Asking these 3 questions will deliver to you your passion, but you've got to follow it up with why.